Double tap that screen, double tap, double tap, double tap, like the live. Make sure you super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. Make sure you super chat, super chat, super chat. If you don't have a Cash App, a PayPal, or Venmo, send it through super chat. If you got a Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, make sure you click the link, donate to the channel, donate to the content, donate to the movie. Make sure you double tap that screen. What up with my good peoples? Double tap the screen, double tap, double tap. What up with all the good peoples? What up with it? All my good peoples, what up with it? What up with it, bro? What's good with my good people? What up with it? What up with it? What up with it? Make sure you double tap, double tap. Go check out my ebooks too. Don't forget to go check out my ebooks. Go check out my ebooks. I got some cheap, affordable ebooks. Go to my YouTube homepage, click the J Savage store. It'll take you over to my Shopify. Let's turn up. Make sure if you don't got Cash App, you don't got Venmo, you don't got PayPal, hit the super chat. But if you got Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, send it directly. Click that link. We about to continue giving the harsh truth, the harsh red pill truth that young men need to hear. These topics been real the last couple of days. Make sure I double tap. These topics been real the last couple of days. They was telling me they want me to start back making these type of topics. So should we turn up or should we wait until a few people get here? I guess we could wait until a couple people pop out. Worry about the screen. Or we can start. It don't really matter to me. We might just start. Okay, fuck it. We could just start too, though. The harsh truth that a lot of young men need to hear. The harsh truth. Let's just start with this. Make sure I double tap. And I was kind of explaining this yesterday, but let's kind of elaborate again a little bit on what we was talking about. Right? Younger men, right, who brain aren't fully developed, okay? Their brain are not fully developed. So their maturity, their decision-making skills is not going to be the same way it's going to be at 18 years old, 17 years old. It's not going to be the same way they're going to think when they're 25, 26, 27. Okay? You don't want to, and I'm going to kind of be brief on this before we move forward with the convo. You don't want to waste a lot of time chasing women and you never chase your purpose. I'm about to turn up already. Double tap the screen. You don't want to chase a bunch of women and you didn't chase your purpose. You look up, you 18 right now, you look up, you be 35 years old. And all you did was chase women, women, women. You never chased your purpose. All you did was chase women, women, women. You never chased your purpose. You put so much time and energy in chasing women, chasing relationships, chasing sex, that you never chased your purpose. And you never left no love for yourself. You never left no love for yourself. Let's talk about it. You never left no love for yourself. Jay, what are you talking about? Never left no love for me. Exactly. This is why, right? And this is a big problem because a lot of you guys like to walk around. I'm a man, so I know. Pride, ego, making somebody we don't got emotions, we don't go through. We do. It's just a logical, rational man that's not going to let those emotions control and dictate his actions, but we go through emotions. This is how a lot of men, right, when a relationship don't work out with their significant other, These guys get suicidal, They get suicidal by ideation. They get suicidal. They no longer want to live. They no longer want to live. They no longer want to be on earth. Be ready to crash out, all because your relationship didn't work out and you heartbroken and you distraught emotionally and physically. Why? Physically, because now you might be using drugs. Now you might be drinking. Now you might be using drugs. Now you might be drinking. You're using mind-altering chemicals. This is why a lot of y'all end up crashing out, because you put 100% into chasing women or chasing sex or some temporary relationship, then it don't even work out. You have no love for yourself. You didn't leave 10% for yourself and give her 90%. You didn't leave 20% for yourself and give her 80%. You didn't leave 30% for yourself and give her 70% love. You gave her nothing but 100% love. Chasing women, chasing relationships, chasing sex. Then you look up and you get older and you have nothing to show for it. You have nothing to show for it. Only thing you, like, people your age bracket be older and be like, yo, I own businesses. I got LLCs. I'm doing legit things. I'm running my own companies. It's very professional, etc. Only thing you could say is you could reminisce about all the women that you slept with and the attractive girls that you communicated with. And a bunch of wasted time. As far as like when it came to even dealing with these people or having sex with these people, because y'all no longer talk. They're no longer around. It didn't lead to you and this individual building an empire. Or y'all just laid up like a hotel. How old is we? Y'all just laid up like a hotel? Man, make sure you double tap that screen. I'm cooking already. You just laid up like a hotel. That's it? You ain't leave no love for yourself. That's why a lot of y'all get into relationships and lose yourself. When she met you, you was in shape. You was eating correctly. You was dieting correctly, When she met you, you was in shape. You was eating correctly. You was dieting correctly. You was on your stuff. Now you get comfortable. You get complacent. You make a little paper. You no longer taking care of yourself. You no longer in the gym. You no longer showing them same characteristics and qualities and them same traits that attracted her to you. Now you're not in shape no more. You're no longer disciplined when it comes to fitness. You're no longer disciplined when it comes to your diet. I'm just giving examples, hypothetically speaking. People get comfortable. People get real comfortable. And as y'all start to get older, right? People be thinking, oh, the woman never gonna leave me. I'm just that guy. I'm that dude. I'm so this, I'm so that. I'm so special. She's so different. Then she end up leaving them, right? Then they go down a downhill spiral. And they gonna wish they would have listened to Jay Savage when I tried to tell them. This is why it's important to have brotherhood and camaraderie that can keep you on point, keep you grounded, that can help give you advice when you may be going through it. Because sometimes as men, we don't want to vent to other women, rather it be our mother, our grandmothers, our aunts, nieces, women, cousins, sisters, girlfriend, wife, etc. Sometimes men don't really want to vent to women. Sometimes you need a couple homies that's going to hold you accountable, but also keep it 100. That's not going to be yes men. That could have a genuine conversation with you and tell you where you possibly could have went wrong and where you're not tripping and where you possibly being gaslit and you're absolutely correct. But a lot of you guys, right? Y'all chase these women. Y'all chase the kitty cat. Y'all start isolating yourself. No longer want to be bothered with your friends, your family. You acting funny now. You acting bougie, right? You acting funny now. You acting bougie. You don't really want to be bothered. You just brushing people off. Then when the relationship don't work out, when she end up leaving, it's usually like that, because even once again, when you look at statistical data, usually women leave relationships first. Well, Jay, what are you talking about? We talked about this earlier, right? Please make sure y'all double tap the screen. Can I get a loan around this? Because I'm cooking already. Is y'all not hearing me? We talked about this earlier. We bringing facts, not feelings. This is not my opinion. These are statistical facts. That most modern marriages nowadays last no more between 5 to 7 years. Give me a second, baby. I'm talking. Give me a second. No more than 5 to 7 years, right? No more than 5 to 7 years. And if women initiate 76% of the divorce rates. 76%, if they initiate that, right? And you're a man, you have to do some simple goddamn math. What makes you think as a man, you're so special, you're so different, it won't be you and it won't happen to you? Let me grab my other phone. I just want to know. This is why I try to tell a lot of y'all young dudes, right? You need to leave some love and keep some, and you need leave some of that love for yourself. Stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Leave love for yourself. This is where a lot of guys mess up at. Because y'all make it seem like, right? You make it seem like, right, that we so hard, we so tough. I don't got no emotion, but that's cap. You know it. Be 100. That's cap. You know it. I'm telling you from experience. As a young man, the best advice I could give you, don't run around with these 304s. I don't care what nobody tell you. When I was growing up, they lied to you. They made it seem like it was cool. They made it seem like that's what you needed to do to be accepted. They made it seem like that was cool. Run around with a bunch of 304s or run around sleeping with a bunch of women, get your body count up. They used to make fun of you if you was being pure, okay? You see how backwards that is, right? You used to get made fun of for being pure. You used to get made fun of. They made it seem like when we was coming up, you had to sleep with everything moving, everything walking. This is what they're telling young, impressionable minds, teenagers, basically kids whose brain is not fully developed. They've already debunked that this is a scientific, biological fact that the human brain does not all the way develop until around 25 to 27 years old. So they telling kids this. Oh yeah, I should be running around sleeping around. Yeah, I should be sleeping with all these women. Oh, you ain't had sex with, you ain't had sex yet? They start making fun of you. They start treating you some type of way. So unfortunately, they lied to us coming up. Unfortunately, they wasn't telling the truth. My best advice that I could give a lot of you dudes, right? Don't even waste your time doing it, because guess what? What those guys didn't tell us, right? That there's such thing as soul ties and there's such thing as you reap what you sow. See, some of y'all call it karma. What you do unto others will be done unto you. And then there's something called, right? Your son can pay for his father's sins. Jay, what do you mean by that? So you say you get away, you get lucky, you get fortunate, you dodge your karma, right? But then it hits your daughter. Your daughter ended up getting with a guy that was just like you when you was younger and did a lot of women dirty. Then it ain't funny no more. It happens to every single body. Then it dawns on them like, oh my God, it's true when they say you reap what you sow. Wow. It's true when they say karma was real. Damn, this stuff actually is real. I thought this stuff was fake. I thought people was just saying it. It starts to dawn on you. All the girls, when you was young, you was running around breaking all these hearts and playing all these women, manipulating all these women, just having sex with all these women. Next thing you know, say if you have a bunch of daughters and they date a bunch of dudes that was just like you when you was young. Then what? They're not ready for the harsh truth. This stuff is real. This stuff is real. You be like, nah, it ain't real. Next thing you know, life just have a sudden way of showing you that it's real. Life just got a sudden way of showing you that it exists. Generational curses, that's right. Yes, ma'am. Be being passed down. So what I'm saying is, right, to a lot of the younger men that may be watching this and coming up, right, try to avoid that. They ain't had a conversation with us about karma, generational curses, soul ties, stuff like that. How this stuff affects you physically, psychologically, spiritually. Yeah, they ain't had them conversations with us. Yeah. So why not try to potentially avoid karma? Yeah, why not? Try to avoid some bad karma and not go down the path of just sleeping around with a bunch of women and potentially getting yourself wrapped up in all type of negative karma that's going to come back to you eventually. Yeah, I would tell a lot of young dudes it's dangerous too. Yeah, it's dangerous running around house to house, female to female. You don't know who she know, what she got going on. You know who she know, what she got going on. If she got brothers, cousins, uncles, dad, nephews that's living like that, or got friends that's living like that and they tripping, you know, what they got going on. That's a dangerous lifestyle, okay? That's another thing you young dudes don't think about. That's a dangerous lifestyle. You're dealing with woman after woman. A lot of these women you can't trust, you don't really know them, and you don't know who they connected to or who they know and who the people around them know. In 2026, when everybody out here is on some type of gang timing and tripping, it's a lot different when we was coming up back then. It's a lot different when we was coming up back then. You even got women nowadays with playing around with Drakes. You got female drill rappers. Real talk. They even drilling where I'm at. Some women here shot at each other a couple months ago, right downtown. Right downtown. Them was on Facebook popping at each other, talking about how when they catch each other, they dumping each other out. All this crazy stuff. Women. So you even got to be careful in the new generation. It ain't even just the dudes you got to deal with. You got these Kia boys. You got all these different cliques and different gangs nowadays. But then you got to also remember the women nowadays playing around with sticks. The new generation got it even worse than us. When we was coming up, we didn't have to worry about a female going to our house and she up and Drake on you. She backing out a pistol on you. Because she might be a backdoor. It might be a setup. The young generation got to think about this now because this is their reality. Yeah, this is their reality. Yeah, this is their reality. So even that though, like, you know, like a lot of the younger up and coming individuals don't even know the benefits when it comes to the physical aspect. When it comes to sports. Man, if only they knew. Stop playing with me. Double tap that screen. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. There's so many guys that I know that stuff ruined them by chasing people and relationships and seeking validation and never being focused on getting stuff completed themselves. You see how, like, I got books that I drop. I got other business stuff I'm working on. You need to leave some time for you, stuff that you can fall back on. You need to have different avenues of income. You need to think about this as a young man. You need like 5, 6, 7 forms of income. You need to learn financial literacy. You need to learn business, how to manage. You need to learn important things. A lot of people get too focused. You have to have a balance. I'm telling y'all. Because then this is what happens. People get comfortable. People get complacent. But people don't realize that sometimes things can change. It's a thin line between love and hate. Sometimes things can change. Sometimes people grow apart. Sometimes things don't work out. And they ain't have no time to put no energy into themselves in case stuff was to go wrong and nothing for them to fall back on. They just be seeking validation all day, seeking acceptance from people. They want to be liked. They want to fit in. They want to keep up with the Joneses instead of doing what's genuinely best for them. These are a lot of mistakes a lot of people make. A lot of guys made that decision. I'm not saying, and don't get me twisted, nothing wrong with love. I think love is a beautiful thing if you have it with the right person. Because you don't want to just be vulnerable emotionally and physically with the wrong person. I am for love. I support love. If you're fortunate and blessed, lucky enough to find the right individual, take a chance on love. I'm all for that. I just believe in doing it with the right person. I just personally feel like now that I'm older, that people be too quick to just open up to people and allow people in and trust individuals and rock with individuals. Just like nowadays, I feel like people be too quick to call somebody their friend. I don't care how long you know them. Sometimes you can be familiar with a person. You can know somebody. Friend is a strong title. Because friend, when you spell it, what's at the end? End. FRIEND. It's a possibility that friendship end. Sometimes friends switch up. Sometimes friends don't hold it down to be who you thought they was the whole time. Sometimes they was wearing a mask and being narcs. Real talk. Whole time they was siphoning your energy or being energy vampires the whole time praying on your downfall. This stuff happens. Look at movies like Paid in Full. This stuff happens. Whole time you be thinking it's gonna be the enemies that do something to you and it's your quote unquote friend. That's the sad part about it. People be swearing it's the ops most of the time. It's the ops, it's the ops. And the whole time the real enemy be the people that they're around and they chilling with. Whole time the enemy be the people that they around and chilling with. And they taking pictures with and they game banging with. It always end up like that. Yeah, so you gotta be real mindful of people, places, and things that you entertain. You gotta be real mindful of that. People, places, and things. But yeah, this is the hardcore truth that a lot of these young dudes need to understand that. Another thing to tell y'all, bro. And nowadays, then everybody is cheating. That's the sad part. I don't condone cheating. But that's just the sad part of it. Listen to their entertainment and their music and the things that's being pushed. A lot of them is already on some BS anyway. Sadly, dating is getting worse each and every year. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. You think it's getting better? You think the world is getting better every day or is it getting worse? Didn't I just tell y'all earlier it was 15 shootings here on the 4th of July? And then in Rochester, which is about approximately 30, 45 minutes, depending on how fast you drive, maybe an hour for you. It was like 16, 17 shootings there. And that's just what was reported. You think dating is getting better? You think the world is getting better? Do you watch the news? Do you see social media? It's getting progressively worse in certain neighborhoods, certain places, certain geographical locations, okay? So it's not getting better for the up-and-coming generation, okay? So it's only gonna get even worse, okay? And then when you peep game, right, a lot of these young individuals nowadays, they're not even making it to our age. They barely making it to 21. A lot of them crashing out 16, 17, catching life sentences very young or losing their life, unfortunately. So I'm trying to get them some knowledge that can help some of y'all potentially stay alive, okay? Potentially not lose your life. But this is another thing. I'm saying that to say this, right? When you look at some of the statistical data, right, it says that 50% of women have a plan B. 50% of women have a plan B. I want y'all to pay attention to the number 50. 50% of women have a plan B. Well, you probably like, well, Jay, what's the significance in that? What's the significance of you not hitting that like? Would you like the live? Turn up. I know some of y'all still ain't like the live. Because I'm saying that to say this. You shouldn't be surprised if you find out, especially while you're young, up and coming young, and people still growing up, people still ain't all the way mature, whatever the case may be. Don't be surprised, right? Don't be surprised if that girl you're dealing with, you find out she was talking to another dude. Because not only just when you look at the statistical data, when you pay attention to the agenda that the music push, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. And y'all, this is just entertainment. This is not real. Any young people that may be watching this, don't listen to me. Listen to your parents. This is just entertainment. This is just entertainment. Don't listen to nothing I'm talking about. Don't believe me. We just talking. We just talking for YouTube, for likes, for views. Don't listen to me. This is all entertainment. Let me just throw that disclaimer out there. So if it's a 50% chance that they got a plan B, you can't be surprised if you deal with one of these young ladies and she got another dude on the side, especially when you pay attention, right, to the music, the programming, what's being pushed, the agenda, okay, in Grand Theft Auto. When you pay attention to it, right, in Grand Theft Auto, right, the music, the agenda that's being pushed. Anybody that understands frequency and programming, I'm gonna leave it at that. Anybody that understands frequency and programming, I'm gonna leave it at that. As far as that go. Anybody that understands frequency and programming, I'm gonna leave it at that. Music is very powerful, very influential. can influence actions, emotions, thoughts. Very, very powerful. Can be a weapon, can be a tool, and can be weaponized and used and utilized if controlled and directed in the correct hands. It's a very powerful mechanism. So even with the music, right, and then the entertainment, a lot of the movies, right, a lot of the movies, a lot of the TV shows, a lot of these sitcoms, the agendas. Okay, cool. No problem. That's another thing that's influencing people. See, it's a system of things. People don't understand that. That's why they call it the system, right? And then when you take into account, right, allegedly, supposedly, it's hormones that's placed in certain food, which is going to psychologically and mentally affect you because it's dealing with your hormones, which plays on your emotions and how you feel and your sex drive, which psychologically and mentally affects you. And that's going to add to your physical. So it's a systematic number of things. Do you hear me? Am I not talking? Am I not cooking? Am I not the most professional on YouTube doing this on a professional level? Can you like the live? Can I get a loan around this bitch? Can I get a super chat around this bitch? Can I get a cash app around this bitch? Can I get a PayPal around this bitch? Can I get a Venmo around this bitch? Tap the screen on all seriousness. So when you're taking all that into account, right? When you start taking everything into account, right? Because obviously when you're younger, you're not gonna think like this clearly. Clearly, I understand a lot of these young individuals coming up probably don't really got the best relationship with family or parents or friends or peers, no type of role models or whatever the case may be. And they just out here. You never know if they might come across, a video and hear certain information. It may not affect them tomorrow. It might affect them next year, 5 years from now, whatever. It might plant the seed that might spark in their brain later on. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is, right, if you do find out the shorty you dealing with got other dudes, right, this is where a lot of you young men get yourself in trouble, right? Y'all need to pay attention to this. Because now you want to beef with this other guy over this girl when that guy don't owe you loyalty. She owe you loyalty if y'all agreement was y'all was in a committed relationship with each other. So once again, before we get to that though, when you take all that into account, the music, right, the whole entertainment, right, the music, the TV shows, the movies, the sitcoms, right, influencing individuals, the programming, the systematic programming, societal programming. And then the food also influence the actions. Because I'm telling you for a fact, I know for a fact hormones can influence your actions and shit. Because anybody that's used any type of testosterone, or for the people that might be that use some type of anabolic steroid or whatever, know how hormones affect you psychologically and mentally and physically. It has a change on the way that you think and feel. It's like you dare be under the influence. You technically do. The same way if you use any performance-enhancing drug, peptides, SARMs, gear, you're under the influence. So a lot of the emotions and thoughts that you're getting are not natural human emotions. It's not a natural human reaction you usually have. So you got to be conscious of that. Because then that's how you can go down that path of when you hear about guys having roid rage and all type of other issues. You have to be cognitive of the fact that you are under the influence. So that is all a determining factor when you're dealing with people nowadays that, of course, more than likely, they're dealing with somebody else. Look at all the programming. It shouldn't surprise you. Could you blame them? Everybody don't know the stuff that I know. A lot of people is just living life and just trying to get by and just trying to get through it. Everybody don't know what I know. Can you really blame them? Really think about it. Are they really wrong? They don't know. A lot of their parents don't really know too much about rather spirituality or having certain conversations that we have. And sometimes they just grew up in a household. They're just trying to get by. They don't really understand what's really going on. Something called the invisible hand controlling them. And once again, this is all entertainment purposes. Don't believe nothing I'm saying. This is all fake. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am playing the character. I am inebriated because I've been smoking marijuana. Don't listen to nothing I'm saying, children and kids and young impressionable minds, teenagers, adolescents. Listen to your parents. Don't break the law. Follow the law. Go to school. Go to college. Get a good job. Get a career. Be a law-abiding citizen. Okay? Don't listen to nothing I'm saying. This is all entertainment purposes. This is all just for the internet. I'm playing a character. None of this is real. This is all a conspiracy. This is all just for entertainment. But make sure y'all double tap that screen. Make sure y'all like that live. So could you really blame these individuals? Could you really blame them when you take all that into account? That's affecting a person, an influence a person. Because when you also understand, right, that humans are programmable, right? Our DNA actually is. Neuroscientists have already debunked this, that this is true, right? That we're programmable, right? So that's why you have some people that get certain issues or certain problems and they just can't stop because they literally could have been programmed. I'm not saying programmed like a computer, right? I'm not saying programmed like technology, like they've literally been programmed, but that's the best way that we can break this down for you to understand it so it can make sense. They've been so accustomed to it that their body get programmed and used to it. The same way, right? The best way to explain it, when you look at alcoholics, when they become addicted to liquor, right? It's different than people that smoke weed because when they become addicted to liquor, that stuff is like a whole different ball game. Because for some reason, when they try to just go cold turkey and just stop, they have to get help by medical professionals. They have to get diagnosed and get certain medication because they will start shaking, throwing up, can't eat, having cold sweats. Their body will start shut down. It's like they have to drink to be normal at that point. It's a guy on TikTok that be showing what happened to him every single day when he wake up and he just normal. He's just shaking bad as hell, just shaking, 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 and shaking. Then when he drink, he start going normal. So it's like you have to drink yourself to death. Because if you don't know, drinking will destroy your liver. It will kill you. People try to make it seem like drinking is so cool for real, but in all actuality, it's really not. Drinking will kill you. It will destroy your liver. It will destroy your liver. So, unfortunately, that's what I mean. Humans can be programmed. So then they get to the point where even though they know that that's going to kill them, their body becomes so accustomed and they know that the liquor is toxic, they still have no choice but to drink it because they've been programmed to it. And young Pharaoh was talking with 607 Unc about this. Same shit. This is real because I went and did research on it. He correct. Young Pharaoh was literally, right, in the podcast that he did with 607 Unc, he was literally legit talking about this. That's fact. You can't unalive if you don't get off drinking slowly at that point when your hands start. Yeah, he was speaking about how humans could be programmed easily, especially if they've been doing certain drugs and the shit start to latch on to their cells and stuff, and a certain mutation happen, they could become, this is how it starts leading to serious addictions to the point where where it's like they depended on it. So yeah, when you're taking all this into account, right, and you're dealing with, and you 16, 17, 18 out here coming up right in the world, how could you expect other young ladies to not be programmed? And they don't know no better. They just growing up in a regular household with a mom and dad that's NPCs. That's basically bots. How the fuck do you expect them to really? Of course they all move in the same type of way. It's a system that's programming them and pushing them to all dress alike, talk alike, look alike, act alike. Right now the agenda is turning all of our women into whores, into hoes. This is for entertainment purposes only. Don't listen to me. This is fake. This is not real. This is a conspiracy. Remember that. I got to keep throwing that disclaimer out there. So the agenda right now is turning a lot of the women into whores, into hoes. When we was coming up, right, it was important for the women to carry themselves with class, to be virtuous, to be elite women, to move a certain type of way that demanded respect. Now it's the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite now. See, like, you can just see how different it is. I was watching a video Was it on TikTok? I think it was on TikTok before. But they was showing this video like in the early 1940s, right? And they had this mannequin with this dress on. And the dress was cut a little bit almost to the knees. And it was asking the women out there back in the day how they felt about the dress. And all of them was upset and was saying it was disgusting, it's revealing too much. What type of women would dress like this, blah, blah. I'm like, what the hell? Because if you look at that in our time, it's a norm for them nowadays that they're gonna come outside with no clothes on. Them women in that generation, head was spinning, they seen this generation. You know why? Because of the programming. See where I'm going with it? It's that programming. This society has been programmed like this is the norm. So when I be thinking about the past, how the stuff was like in my eyes more regular, it be seem like I'm going through some fucking Mandela effect. Like did that time period really exist? Did I really live through that or not? Because nowadays, you pay attention to what's going on. The agenda is for all the women to be whores. The agenda is for all the guys to kill each other, die, go to jail, or be this way. How times have changed. Real talk. The agenda for the guys are for them to die, kill each other, go to jail, get a drug habit, some type of drug habit, drinking problem, or turn this way. Just peep game. Peep game. Am I lying or not? Am I telling facts or what? I'm just keeping it 100 with you. So while you're young, right? I couldn't imagine being 17, 18, knowing this type of information, right? And be so focused on running after and chasing all the women, because that's where a lot of men downfall be in the first place. And then in this generation, where more than likely the individual is cheating, more than likely the relationship not gonna work out because we see it through the data, right? Now, when you look at the odds of this working out for you and being an advantage for you, or not working out and being a disadvantage, right? Which one would you lean more towards? That this is gonna work out for you, or it's not gonna work out for you? That's why if they fortunate enough, right, you coming up and say you do get fortunate and blessed, lucky, right? Say you get a quote unquote high school sweetheart, and you going into college, and she really been down for you, you took her virginity, whatever, cool. And she really, really for a fact only been with you, shit, you better marry her while you can. See, now I understand that. Yeah, you better marry her while y'all younger, just get it out the way while you can. Because as you get older, when you see how the dating scene is so cooked, all these women coming with 3, 4, 5 different baby fathers, and when you start seeing how the dating scene is so cooked, you're gonna wish you listened to me. So, young men, listen up before it get too crazy. I'm telling you, because that's how it happens. Once it starts, it's like a wildfire. You look up, all of them got a bunch of different baby fathers, and I'm telling you, before that happened, while she don't got no kids and she dealing with you, and y'all been dealing with each other since y'all was coming fresh out of high school, whatever, you might as well just wipe that up literally, legitimately. I promise you. Oh, nah, bro, because once you start getting 25, 26, 27, and every woman that you meeting, especially depending on your city, like, damn, all them got multiple baby fathers, got large body counts. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be like all of them gonna come in at least a dub a piece and body counts. All of them gonna have fucked at least 20 dudes. This is a fact. This is a fact. This is a fact, nigga. Now, some people do get lucky and get fortunate and find a real, significant other, right? That's not everybody, though. That's the minority. We got to be honest here. Some people get lucky. Okay, cool, I'll get that to you. But it's not everybody, though. That's not a large percentage of people. It's not a very vast portion of people. I say a small percentage do. Okay, so we got to be realistic. Okay. And I know a lot of guys that was in a lot of relationships with a lot of women, okay, and they're no longer together. In the heat of the moment, that's why people got to learn to just live for the moment. Stop trying to force things, stop trying to rush things, let things naturally play out. Okay? I know a lot of people in a lot of relationships, and a lot of them didn't work. Okay? That's why I'm telling y'all, you got to just pay attention to actions, not words. The talking don't mean nothing. The actions. It's demonstrated. It's an action. It's a verb. I hope my nephews that's coming up, they listen like my one nephew did about not getting distracted. Because, see, my one nephew only a couple years younger than me. He only 2 years younger than me, so he kind of grew up with me. Not kind of, he did. He grew up with me like a brother, not more like an uncle and nephew. So it was never like no uncle or none of that, because we literally grew up like brothers. We lived in the same house for years until we was grown. Even had our own house up until 2018. When we was on our own outside moving around. It was like literally. And the nigga looked like me. That's the crazy part. He used to be in the gym with me. He was like my workout partner. He used to be in the gym with me. We used to be programmed, He used to be on that. Hopefully my up and coming nephews cannot get distracted. Because I'm telling you, it's a bad distraction. I kind of wish I would have stayed away from it coming up. Because I remember it's like a downhill spiral after that, bro. I remember this shit vividly. You start cracking, next thing you going from shorty to shorty to shorty. I promise you. I remember this, like, vividly. Vividly. I'm telling you. And now that I'm old, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? See, when you young, you be like, nah, that's what I need to do. They said that this is cool, and this is how you supposed to, because back then, the older heads back then used to be telling us the wrong thing. Unfortunately, there was not good role models, okay? They used to tell us the wrong shit. None of the stuff they was telling us was correct. They used to make it seem like we had to do that for some type of social acceptance and to feel cool and all this. They used to be telling us the wrong shit. And that's not the path you should go down, I'm telling you as a young man, because a lot of men downfall be the women. This shit is even in biblical books. With Samson and Delilah. Stop it. Come on, bro. Real talk. Nothing new under the sun. It's been going on. Like, come on. They've been showing you what's going on. They've been telling you. You think that shit fake? You think these stories about Jezebel is fake? Delilah is fake? Babylon Great is fake? Yes, it is. Just like my life and what we talk about is fake. This is all entertainment, y'all. I'm just throwing that disclaimer out there. This is all entertainment. So yeah, though, like, they talk about that shit for a reason, Brody. Real talk. Been trying to tell people that. They've been trying to explain this shit. Like, people don't understand, like, if you want to be technical, these specific topics go way back in the ancient days. So we got to get to the root of the problem all the way thousands of years ago, because this ain't nothing new under the sun. So we're cooked if we think we gonna figure something out, because this been going on for years. Men have been falling victim. I'm telling you to this. This is nothing new, all right? Nothing new. It might be new to us. This is nothing new. Been falling victim. They've been trying to tell you. It just go over most guys' head. For real, most guys are already like mentally and spiritually defeated out here. So a lot of dudes just don't give a damn. A lot of dudes are already giving up. Real talk, a lot of dudes already done gave up. So they just don't give a damn. They just like, whatever, blah. Whatever comes my way, I'll just keep it. Whatever, cool. She do whatever, cool. Real talk, for real. So I always tell y'all. I remember I was watching a video on this, but these couples talking about how they haven't had sex in 10 years and 5 years. I'm like, what the fuck? People really live like that. Dudes just get defeated. Just like you ain't left. Man, you're supposed to get up out of there. You just chilling. They just be defeated. Real talk. This is what I be talking about, bruh. That's why I'm telling you these topics be so. I'm telling you, bruh. My mom, right? I remember she was telling me a friend that lived like that. Right? They still got kids and shit. They live in 2 different rooms. Right? They don't even sleep in the same bed. They got 2 different rooms. And then my mom, other friends, right? Her husband, he lived downstairs. She lived upstairs. I'm like, what the hell? So it's like, it kind of get to the point where some guys just get like, whatever. They just get defeated, bro. For real. This stuff, heartbreaks could take a lot out of you. You'd be surprised. If you leave, what's the point of being married if you're literally just roommates? That part. That's the unfortunate truth to it. That part. I've seen this. I'm not going to say their names because I know people from my city sometimes. You never know. Cool. But these is respectable people. I also know these individuals. I went to school with one of their children. But y'all remember that, and the sad thing is, right, the one who lived downstairs, the husband, I remember him. He vividly taught me some shit coming up. He ended up passing away a couple of years after that. He ended up getting sick. Then not too long after that, passing away. So I know that shit probably bothered her low key. I know she probably had moments where she probably thinking like, damn, maybe I should have went downstairs, had a couple conversations with him, or should have went to whatever. Maybe I should have had some nights where I spent some nights with him. And yeah, life get like that. I was like watching that shit on the Muhammad Ali documentary when Muhammad Ali was a little sad because him and Malcolm X had a falling out. And then by the time Malcolm X got killed, they never really got a chance to all the way reconcile their issues and their problems. And that bothered him because that was his friend first. Yeah, that's how life be playing out. Yeah, he was living downstairs, she was living upstairs. I couldn't do that, bro. But you never know, bro. You can't even say that because you never can say what's gonna happen. Those niggas get defeated, bro. For real, they just be like, oh well. Goddamn, it's all good. They get defeated. Chasing these women and being in these relationships that you probably know damn well you should have never been in the first place. Stop it. Men will be very reasonable. You just talk to them. A lot of these dudes shouldn't be worried about. Even be worried about a lot of these women. A lot of these dudes can't even bench press 225 and be worried about women. Like, let's really talk that talk and start getting for real. A lot of y'all still can't even bench press 225. You shouldn't be worried about women. I mean, let's just keep it 100. A lot of y'all can't even lift 100-pound dumbbells yet. You shouldn't even be worried about women. A lot of y'all still can't even squat 3 plates. You shouldn't be worried about no women. On some G, for real, bro. Dead serious. A lot of y'all never went to no MMA gym, did no type of training, no type of sparring. Don't got hands. If somebody, unfortunately, if you was out and about, like, this stuff is serious. I don't know about y'all, bro. The reason why I stress these type of topics to y'all, because, bro, I don't know about y'all, but, bro, I take violence very seriously, bro. very seriously. Like, it's not like you don't want to walk around acting like an asshole, trying to act all like you're trying to prove something, acting all mad and trying to prove you tough. That's clown stuff. That's what young dudes do. But you don't want a situation to pop off and you don't perform the way that you need to and you get embarrassed. Stuff will follow you. That's why I had these conversations with y'all. Because then you feel it's a different type of confidence you also have in the way that you carry yourself. And when you be around certain individuals, for real, it's a certain type of confidence you have. And you'll notice how when you're around other individuals, you'll naturally, right? Not that you want some BS with them, but be naturally sizing them up. We already naturally do this as men. It's a natural instinct that we already have. It's something innately that's just a part of us. But you'll have moments where you're just looking like, if me and him was to get into it, I could be on some, like Khabib, Kamzat, people like that. I could wrestle him and take him down to the ground. Because you have to really play stuff out because you really never know what can happen. You have to already see, this is secrets that individuals don't, like average civilians don't think about. You have to already in your mind already have a whole game plan. So just in case, God forbid, if something was to unfortunately go wrong, you already know how you're going to handle the situation. This stuff is a thinking game. People think it's just, oh, punch pop. I'm telling you, it's not. Ask any fighter or whatever. This is a thinking game. I'm talking about, like, but I get it. Like, when you don't have a coach and stuff, and you just a regular street fighter, I get it. You a civilian. When you get training and stuff, like boxing and Muay Thai or whatever, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA, judo, whatever type of martial art, you start learning that it's a thinking game. You gotta think. I just naturally do that when I'm around dudes. It's not nothing personal. Like when dudes come around me in real life, right, it's nothing personal. It's just because I understand that at any moment, God forbid, something can go wrong. You have to be realistic. Anytime men are around each other, innately is always a level of violence between us. And the unfortunate thing is, like with us men, if we have an altercation with another man, it's going to lead to extreme violence. It's going to lead to a stabbing, a shooting, or somebody really getting knocked the fuck out and then they're beat to death. This is just facts. When women fight, it's usually they could just fight and it's over with. When dudes fight, it's going to go to a different level. And a lot of times it's just not going to stop there. It's going to escalate to something else. So we have to be cognitive of this. So just as men, because you got to understand, a lot of men is getting paid. A lot of men is getting money. That's important. That's very important. That's vital, especially when it comes to a relationship. Women want you to what? Protect and what? Provide. A lot of guys are providing, but a lot of guys can't even protect their self. So how can that woman, you think that woman won't feel some type of way? My own sister was even telling me, right, that if she was dealing with a dude and she seen him get like bitched or beat up in front of her, it'll make her feel a little weird because then she feel like, well, damn, can he protect me if he can't protect himself? Do you think a lot of women don't think like that? Like, damn, I just watched this dude let this guy violate him and just do whatever to him, and he just allowing it. He couldn't even protect himself. Can he really protect me? This is just something natural that's a part of us. I'm not saying you're going to go to some MMA gym, you're just going to turn out to be the next John Jones, the next Gervonta Tank Davis, the next Devin Haney, the next Ryan Garcia. No, but it's cool and it's good to get some type of professional, organized training and learn some type of skill to be able to actually defend yourself. Because even the smallest of training will give you an advantage. You'll be surprised over an average individual if you just out and about in the world. You will be surprised. One class could change your life and stick with you forever. You'd be surprised how much of a difference it could make in your whole approach. Then you'll understand why I say everything is mental first. Because it's a reason why they say you have to set up the knockout. It's a reason why they literally said it, because you foresee it and set it up by doing certain things over and over again, to the point where at first they falling for it, but then you do it so much that the point where the moment you start seeing that they no longer blocking whatever, and they keeping a hand down, they no longer falling for it, they think you just faking. Javante Davis do shit like this. Then he knock him clean out. Make sure out of nowhere the left come, boom. But they got so used to him faking the left, and he keep on. They got so used to him keep on faking it. So the next time he went like this, they thought he was just hesitating and he was faking. But this time he was really coming and came with that. Real talk. That's why they call it the setup. This is a thinking game. Y'all don't understand this. Fighters foresee it before it even happened. They set you up for it. You understand that? Is it making sense? This is why it's dangerous for civilians to go against individuals that get some type of formal training. And this is stuff that if you have sons, right, even if you have a woman, a relationship, it's good for you and your significant other to have times where y'all might go to a class. The class usually only lasts like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You would be surprised the stuff that you learn from some of the professional coaches, because every city and state is usually some type of pros that's training the people. They never just have no regular any old body in there training people. Absolutely not. You understand, young Pharaoh used to come to this specific gym. They all know him there. They got some shit up on the wall that be showing young Pharaoh, like, I think he had like 4 or 5 fights there. I think he undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he had like 4 or 5 more type fights. He undefeated. So yeah, you'll feel more confident, bro. You don't want to be in front of your girl and you get knocked the fuck out. Because some of these women really be on some backdoor shit because they'll be dealing with another dude, bro. You have to think about this. And she won't tell you that she fucking him and selling him a dream, lying to him, literally distorting his reality, recreating his reality, giving him some imaginal, fictional dream. Then he run into you with her. Some of these dudes be dick sensitive and weird. You could have been dealing with her for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. She just started dealing with him. He see you. He want to get in an altercation with you. You got to be careful with some of these individuals. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, bro. So you need to know how to defend yourself, God forbid. Real talk. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Just the other day, right? I wasn't even going to talk about this. Should I talk about this? Man, just the other day, right? Y'all seen, when I showed you the video, I was with a couple of my peoples and all this other stuff, right? So when I was about to leave, right, mind you, it's a bunch of us outside, right? Some strange dudes, right, is by some car, right? And they asked the one girl that was standing around where some of the homies was, right? I'm leaving. Dude hopped with the car like, who is he? Who is that? I'm leaving, right? All of us standing outside, they barbecuing, they playing music, the kids outside, you know, it was hot as hell. They was all getting hit by the water hose, whatever. And this Puerto Rican dude walked up to me, right? Tell me some, who is he? I'm like, nigga, what's up, bro? What's popping? And 2 of his homies was out the car. I'm like, what up, dude? What up? What's popping? And she confused, shorty. He like, yeah, bro. What's going on, bro? Who is you? I'm like, yo, hold on, bro. I don't got nothing to do with nothing. So, like, what's up, though? Like, what's popping, bro? So the other homies is looking. Like, they looking. I'm like, what's up, bro? I told him, like, cause you walking up kind of, like, tensed up, like, what's up? Like, what we on? He turned it down. Cause he see me pulling up my shorts, like, hold on, bro. I'm like, what? Nigga, I'm leaving. I don't got nothing to do with nothing. What you mean, who am I? Like, why you pressing me, though? Like, you gotta understand, I feel like I'm being played with out of everybody. You trying to pull my card out of everybody? But I ain't being overly disrespectful, but I'm holding my ground. His niggas is watching. I'm more closer to them than I am towards the homies I was just around. They just looking. I don't need no nigga to have my back. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? And the girl like, what you mean? Who is what? She's like, I don't even know him. Then he wanted his whole energy starts like, oh, my bad, bro. You good, bro? I'm like, yo, bro. Yeah, I'm good. I'm like, but you walking up to me like it's that, like we about to get on or something, like I'm not on that. I'm like, bro, swear to God, this shit happens. I'm Puerto Rican dude, and his other man's was like short and Puerto Rican, had a little weight on him. And his other man's was black with no shirt, with some braids, with a damn like dark skin, with a dark blue hat, some like black shorts. He was like standing by the cars just watching him and his other man's, and his other man's walked up, was like, man, he started saying some shit. But then watch this, right afterwards, right? Right? Because I was about to leave after that happened, right? I turned around, right? I went and started talking to some of the homies. Then I said, this shit all tied back to women. You trying to get into me with some women I don't even know. I'm cooling. The homies like, what they say? I'm like, yo, bro, these dudes, they act like they trying to press me. They want some running down shit. So the homie around me like, what? Yo, what's popping? What's good? I'm like, yo, chill. Leave this shit alone. That shit ain't about nothing. They ain't no nothing, right? But I'm like, I'm about to get up out of here though, y'all. Like my ride is literally up front. Like I'm about to dip. They're like, all right. Soon as I left, the homie, they jumped him. I'm like, unfortunately, damn. He ended up getting into it with them. And I'm like, they jumped you. How they jump you and the other homies was there? I'm like, they ain't jumped me. That's all I'm going to say. Nigga. Because he's seeing how I was looking at him in his soul. Nigga, I was ready to fight till death. That's why I'm glad. That's why I'm saying, like, on some G. You need to have that type of formal training, because when situation arises, you'll know how to conduct yourself correctly. Read the book, The 33 Strategies of War, and read The Art of War. But the 33 Strategies of War, that book is slept on. They always talk about The Art of War. People get it confused. That's a different book. But by that one Chinese dude or something, nah, that's something else. The 33 Strategies of War. They tell you about maintaining your focus when certain situations happen. Yeah, it's by that dude. Yup. It tell you about when situations happen, not to lose your calmness and not to lose your focus, and to stay clear-minded and keep your breath. Bruh, I'm telling you, that book, I'm telling you, if they ended up jumping old boy, and I'm not saying that to be on some funny stuff, but this is just what it is. Because, bro, I'm telling you, this was some movie stuff. I'm thinking like, yo, hold on. He talking to me like I'm like 16 years old. I'm like, he can't be talking to me. Because you know, like we all outside. It's bitches outside, homies outside. You know, everybody just around each other, moving around, walking, standing there, people smoking. I'm just vibing. I'm low-key on the phone. Already on some shit like, I'm about to get up out of here, though. I already ate mad food. I'm on my bodybuilder shit. I already done spent some time with the little cuz and all that. There's mad people outside. So I'm like, why out of everybody, you picked to say something to me? You put yourself, I'm looking like, what the fuck? This type stuff don't happen to me in the real world. Wait, what? Like, I was confused. Like, am I being set up? Like, did y'all stage this? Like, what's happening right now? Because this don't make sense. Niggas don't press me. I'm not 12 years old, nigga. Who the fuck you mean? Who am I? I'm confused as hell. Like, none of these bitches is my bitch. I don't know them. This is what I'm talking about. Women. It goes back to this topic. These dudes be want to crash out over women. So old boy, the Puerto Rican dude, had like a black beater on with a ponytail. He was skinny. And so I think when he got up close, because it was getting a little dark. G shit. I think when he got up close, because what did I have on? I had one of my beaters on. I think once he got up close, bro, and he started seeing, because he was looking at me. I swear to God, on my mama, on my grandmother. I think once he started seeing how massive I am up close, because I'm looking at him on some stuff like, the way that I'm talking to him is on some stuff like, you really want to do this? Like, he see that I'm basically sparing him. I'm not trying to even be funny. I'm being dead ass, though. Because he was fired behind, like he was walking up towards me from the car. All I see is a gang of niggas, basically. He's telling me, yo, who is that? And she like, what? He calling her name. Like, Jen. Who the fuck is that? Man, who is that? Extra out. I'm looking like, because I'm walking towards them, so I'm out the dip. I don't care if there's no gang of niggas. I play the gang way, like, from the streets. I'm about to leave. I don't know y'all. Y'all not my ops. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all doing. I'm about to leave. I don't got nothing to do with nothing y'all got going on. I'm about to dip. So as I'm walking towards them, I guess because I walked past her, I don't know if he thought I was with her. He just so happened to look and see me walking near her or something. I'm like, who is that? Who the fuck is that? Like, you talking to me? I'm walking towards him. I'm like, me? Yo, what you mean, who is me? What's up, bro? As he got close, bro, I swear to God. It's like he started getting his deer in the head. Like, look, because I'm looking, I swear to God, bro. I'm literally got my hands on my, you know how it is when you about to square up, nigga. You got your hands on your side. I'm pulling my shit, so just standing there with my hands like this, like, you talking about me, bro? Like, real talk. Me? What you mean who I am? Like, what's up, bro? I don't got nothing to do with y'all niggas got going on. Like, what's up? I'm about to leave. What you mean? What's up, bro? Why you pressing me? He looking like, once he got close, I swear to God, I'm like, hold on, bro, hold on. Hold on, bro. You pressing me for? He was little as hell. And I know people say size don't mean nothing. It do if a person is trained. That's why they have weight classes and fucking fighting and boxing and UFC, all that, MMA. His niggas knew. Because I'm looking at him like, I'm just being 100 with you. That's why remember, now, Noel, remember the other day I said, I don't even want to tell y'all what happened last night. Remember I was just saying that? And you was like, don't even talk about it, bro. That's why I was being quiet. Remember I just said that, Noel. I was like, I don't even want to talk about what just happened last night. Thank you, Noel. And that's why I was saying, like, so many beefs. Remember I was just saying earlier today, I'm like, so many fucking beefs be starting over women and it be nonsense. It's fucking crazy. And a lot of these young dudes don't understand that. Once you start getting older and more mature, right? More wise, you get more wisdom and intelligence. When you're more competent, you will learn. A lot of this stuff in the streets is behind women. A lot of these guys are incarcerated behind women. Rather they're gangbanging to try to look cool for women. Rather they're selling drugs to take care of their kids and their women. Rather they robbing niggas to take care and pay their bills and take care of they women and they family. There's always turned back to a woman. Rather they set some dude up over a woman. It's always back to a woman. That's the whole point. Y'all understanding where I'm going at? That's why I was feeling like, that's why this topic been on my mind. I'm like, yo, out of everybody, you choose me? Like, let's just be honest, bro. And I'm not trying to be cocky, y'all. People that know me, y'all know I've been trying to be on some cool stuff nowadays, on some more like, on some G. I be playing the character sometimes, trolling, acting crazy. And y'all know I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I was just telling my girl that this stuff is entertainment. We make money and stuff be fun. You know, this stuff low-key be fun to be on here kicking it with y'all. But in all seriousness, like this stuff is serious. Like in all seriousness, like dudes don't just see me and just want to get on. Like, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. That doesn't happen in the real world. I'm not saying that to be cocky and arrogant. That don't happen. That's why my dude must have been high or a little intoxicated or sniffing. Because when he got close, this on my grandma tatted, nigga. That nigga, when I start talking, because I understand that I am tall, I got size on me, I'm low-key massive in person. I understand that I can't be too loud. I gotta still conduct myself a certain way. I'm saying that to say this, because I gotta understand that since I'm bigger, niggas will naturally automatically get intimidated. Say he just so happened to be strapped. The way that I carry myself and conduct myself stopped me from getting shot because I was outnumbered. See, but you gotta understand, I am an OG. A YN would have got themselves down there clapped or jumped or stabbed. An OG know how to maneuver that situation to be on some. And I still walked past them and went and got on my ride and left. My sister was right up front. She's like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. We good, sis. We out." My sister was right up front. I was getting my sister joint. I'm like, "Yo, hold on." And my sister literally lived right up the street with me. She be at the gym with me sometimes, you know. That's whatever. She see me walk right past them again, still looking, keeping it pushing the whole time. So I'm not on a probation more, so I could show shit. Whole time I got this on me. Ain't no jumping me. You jump me if you want to. You jumping who? My name is too known out here. You gonna jump who? Ain't no nigga ever. No, I don't want to talk about that. You see my face? My face pretty and smooth, right? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay then. Stop that. That's why I know the importance, once again, why I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not saying to try to be the next goddamn John Jones. I'm not saying you're gonna be the next Floyd Mayweather. I'm saying just some type of formal training is important. Mark my words, because if a situation arises, you'll know how to conduct yourself appropriately. Because I'm saying this to say that. From reading the 33 strategies of war, that also played a part. Because I know since I'm bigger, I have to just still talk at a certain speed, with a certain tone, with a certain tempo. You know what I'm saying? Can't seem too overly aggressive, but I'm still on shit being stern. Because once he got close to me, because it was dark as hell, low-key kind of. I ain't gonna lie. Only because it ain't really no lights over there, and it was already almost 9 o'clock. Once Brody got close, because he was towards the car walking towards me, and I was walking towards him, so we had some distance. Once he got close, and I'm looking at him like, and he's skinny, you see me sizing him up, and I'm looking, I got the beater. I'm like, hold on, bro. What you mean what's up, though? What you mean what's up, though? I swear to God, bro. I'm like, yo, because dudes don't press me. I'm not no teenager, because where I'm from, you ask me where I'm from, it's automatic we getting it rocking. That's how, like, when I was coming up and we was gangbanging and I was specifically blood, if you asked us where we was from, it was automatic fighting. There was no talking. I'm not saying you YN should try to be like this. I'm telling you that's a dangerous way to try to live. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. That's how it was. All this, where you from? All this question. It's like, what, like, where I'm from? Like, you want to get it? Like, let's just get it on then. Because obviously you got a problem. Obviously you're not respecting my G. So let's just get it on. What you talking about where I'm from? Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna show you where I'm from. Now we can, then afterwards, once we get on, nigga, we have an understanding as men. Then you'll understand, all right, cool, we good. Ain't gonna about to be all this, where you from, where you from? Like, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. We can get on, bro. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Real talk, even if I'm in jail, like, where you from? Like, what? Like, is we about to fight or something? Deadass, you automatically push the issue immediately. You have to learn in situations to take control of the energy that's being pushed. You gotta know how to shift the energy. That's a secret that niggas don't know. I'm telling you, this shit is like chess. That's what I did in that situation. I shifted the energy because when he got close to me, I'm looking like once or shit, like I'm spearing you. Like, what happened? I'm big as hell. I'm a trained fighter, and I got a knife on me, and it's dark. If I stab you up right now, you think they gonna see it? There's no camera and it's dark and your niggas is over there. You're gonna be stabbed up, and the next nigga gonna get stabbed and he gonna get stabbed. You're not gonna do me like this. I'm an OG. Leave me alone. Press these YNs and these people that bother people. I don't bother people, and I'm cool as hell in real life. I stay to myself. I'm kind of an introvert. I'm a little quiet. Don't bring that energy towards me. That's why the other day, Noel, when I was talking about you, was like, don't even bring it up, bro. I'm like, because, bro, I could have ended up in jail just last night, y'all. I swear to God. Because niggas trying to push the line on me like I'm a kid. I don't even gangbang no more. So that's like total disrespect. Like, because y'all got to understand, bro. I'm telling y'all what I know for a fact, especially because I've been in these jails. If a nigga even feel comfortable, to even feel comfortable pressing you, that's a problem off rip. Y'all got to understand that. It's like, oh, he must have thought about, should I press this nigga? And he must have felt like he didn't fear the repercussions or consequences that come with if this shit go wrong. You should take that as an insult to your character, as disrespect. Because that mean that he thought about it and felt like I can take this nigga, or he's weak or some type of weakness and I could try him and I could be. You should take that as an insult to your character. Like, hold on. That's why you shift the energy immediately. Like, what's up though? You talking about me? You talking about me? You talking about a nigga that never lost nan fight and got videos of knocking niggas out? I don't think, like, in my mind, I'm thinking it's like, this ain't what you really want to do, but I'm sparing you. It's not what you want to do. My sister friend, get up out my way. G shit. I'm an OG. I don't entertain nonsense. You're not my op. I don't just beef. You're not my op. Get up out my face, bro. Go somewhere. Because I real deal, like, hurt you. And I just got papers. I'm not trying to get back on it. Because now I could pop my shit. I couldn't pop my shit the last couple years, nigga. I'm on some shit nowadays, like, just get up out of here, bro. Leave me alone. You got it, bro. I'm tired of people telling on me, because I'll break your ass down, nigga, on my fucking grandmother. Just leave me alone, nigga. You got it, bro. That's why I was on shit like, hold on, me? What you mean? What's up, bro? And then he started, watch this. He started switching up like, yo, you all right, though, bro? You good, though, bro? Yo, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. He's like, all right, I was just making sure y'all straight. And she like, my bad, that's my cousin. I'm like, so when I told the homies, I guess the homies felt some type of way. We came to a mutual understanding when we got close face to face and he seen the way I'm looking him dead in his soul. You pressing me, little nigga? You sure? I'm telling you, because when he got up close, nigga, I'm telling you, when he was looking at me up and down, nigga, I seen that deer in the headlight look hit his face. And it's like on some shit like he was like, oh shit. Cause Noel, come on, you know the old me, I would have instantly down there rushed him right there. You talking to me? I've been told y'all, our secret is sucker punches. For real, Noel, that's a fact. You gotta be on point. When you admit, like a nigga be talking, he in the middle of doing this, we punching. Like you said, what? As soon as we get close. Because I was already thinking about it. Because it's about the element of surprises when a nigga least expected. That's how you knock niggas the fuck out. I'm telling you, I learned this shit. That's why y'all gotta get some type of training. I'm telling you, it's that element of surprise. When they least expect, like, yo, bro, why you pressing me? Go on his jaw. He's going to sleep. I could have really turned up. That's why I had to catch myself. I'm like, I'm not trying to be back on papers. I fuck around, go to jail. Playing out here. I fuck around, go to jail. It's mad bitches out here looking. So I'm going to turn the fuck all the way up. I know me. It's going to go all the way there because I'm going to knock you the fuck out. Then I'm going at your homies and I'm going to, like, it's going to get real. Because you little as hell. That nigga got close and was like, yeah, never let somebody hostile get too close. Because that's why I'm like, yo, hold on, bro. Because I'm just, like, I just came, this is my family house for the barbecue to get some food. I ain't explain that to him. That's what I'm thinking in my mind, though. I don't know none of these bitches here. These aren't my women. I ain't talked to nan one of them. I'm not interested in none of them. When I came through and walked through, they always was amazed. Like, oh, my God, is he a bodybuilder? Oh, my God. And my cousin like, yeah, da-da-da-da. I was telling y'all this. Oh my God, he's a bodybuilder. When I walk through, I got a different energy I carry. I don't be on drama time. I don't beef. Even my sister was just congratulating me earlier. Was like, you really turned a new leaf in life. Because you used to be out here fucking wilding. I used to always hear about you getting there rocking with mad different niggas and always fighting. I'm like, no, I don't be on that no more. I'm grown. We're not kids. Like, I don't even just believe in getting into fist fights no more. You understand me? Because people get paid to fight, like boxers and UFC fighters. Why would I fight you for free? When people fighting for a fee and getting paid millions of dollars. Nigga, get your clown ass up on my face. Only if like in situations like that where I feel like it's life or death and I have to, because you're bringing the issue to me as I'm leaving. I'm like, hold on, bro, hold on. Hold on though, bro. And all the girls was looking while this shit was happening. I'm like, I don't know if he trying to show it for the women. Like, you must not know who you talking to. Oh, you must ain't seen the videos of me knocking niggas the fuck out. You know who you talking to? You know you talking to a trained Muay Thai / boxer? Like, do you know who you're talking to? Like, you okay? Are you all right? That's why I'm like, with some shit in my mind, like, nigga, you don't really want to do this. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You don't want this. I'm telling you. This is not what you want to do. Deadass. Sometimes it's okay to admit that too. If I ran across John Jones, you think I'm gonna want to fight John Jones, nigga? If I came across a UFC fighter that's on a way higher level than me, you think I'm gonna fucking fight them niggas? You think I don't know my limits? You think I don't know my limits? I know I don't got the best jiu-jitsu, so it'll be easy for them to put me in some type of jiu-jitsu, got them submission and beat me. You think I don't think about that type of stuff? I got good reflexes. I got a lot of good other stuff. I know my jiu-jitsu defense ain't the best. So I know they can easily get me with some jiu-jitsu if I'm going against somebody like Alex Oliveira. You think I don't know the limits that my power could take me? You have to be realistic. I'm looking at him like, Man, you better stop fucking playing with me, bro. I will wash you. Stop it. You doing this over some girl that I don't even fucking know. I'm just here for I honestly on some G shit. I'm being real with you. I only came for the food. I don't go out. Nigga, I don't know none of these bitches that's outside. I'm not paying none attention to none of them. They all running in the water because I told you they had the water hose out there spraying it. So I ain't got shit to do with none of that. Goofy shit. Like, nigga, don't come pressing me over some bitch that I don't know, nigga. If you don't get your goofy ass on, because you about to get knocked the fuck out. You don't even know it. Say was there. Say no. Say was just sitting there watching like... Say be trying to tell people like that nigga J-Bro is cool. He real cool, but if you get on that with him, he get on that. She was just sitting there watching. I'm like, hold on, homie. Hold on, bro. But then when I left, they said that he jumped the other homie. I'm like, see, they respected my shit. They ain't do that shit with me. And that's not me trying to be funny. I ended up jumping the other homie, unfortunately. But all I'm gonna say is this is why I be telling niggas to work out, do calisthenics, and get some type of trainer. Keep it on them if you got it on you. Keep something on you, because when situation arises, you gotta make sure you got the advantage. You gotta move kind of like how the police move in this beef, nigga. Do you see the police coming to you and they don't got a gun and backup and tasers and OC spray and batons and shit? They always keep something to keep them in a superiority complex above you. They always keep themselves in the advantage. Just peep game. They never put you at an equal playing field with them. You never notice that? Never. They're never going to be fair with you at all. What? Equal playing field? Fair? Absolutely not. They're going to come with guns, training, weapons, and calling backup and multiple people that's also on the same type timing. They're going to make sure they win. They play to win. They play for real. See, gangs need to start learning how to like pay attention and take after how they move. They don't play with that shit. They take moving tactical very serious. That's why I be looking like back in the day. Nowadays, like I be looking like back in the day, I would have not got in trouble like when I was young, and I would have then been a police officer because they're the real gang. And you probably like, why, Jay? That's some bullshit. You a sellout. You would have been a police officer. I'm telling you to say this, bro, because I got all these fucking sisters, and a lot of them dealt with a bunch of fuck niggas and always getting into fights with them and all this other shit. And I could have legally been able to protect every one of them. That's how I feel. I could have been at work and asked my sergeant, my lieutenant, the captain, like, yo, can I go address this situation and can I call back up, yo? Like, G shit, the sergeant, I'm asking you, like, I don't want it to be no lawsuit that might happen or whatever. But old boy got into it with my sis. You never know. The Sarge might like you so much, love you so much, he might want to come handle it with you. I'm just thinking different now that I'm older, but I'm 30, bro. I wouldn't have been blood and game banging all that stupid shit, bro. I wouldn't have did none of that. I probably would have been a cop because now that I'm older and I sit back and look at all them situations, I'm like, damn, I could have low-key been a savior because I couldn't handle every single situation. But I'm like, I could have been a savior in my family every time they got into it. One of these dudes acting crazy came with some of my white boys knocking right on the door like, yo, what's good, bro? What's up, bro? Police. Open the fucking door, nigga. What's up? What up, Niecy Poo? What you got going on? Let me holler at you outside, bro. You go in the house, Niecy. You know I'm gonna holler at you, Niecy. You know I love you, bro. I'm gonna talk to your dude. I gotta holler. We gotta have a conversation. Let me holler at you, bro. We gotta talk real quick. Come outside real quick. Fuck is you talking about? Let me holler at you real quick. What's going on, bro? You been fighting my niece. What's up, bro? Let me know to my face, like, what we doing? Like, real talk. You feel me, Oasis? Dead ass. Yeah, young Cardi, I just think different now that I'm older. I'm not thinking about how other people fucking feel. I don't care about social acceptance. I don't care about being accepted and being liked. And people care how I move and how I think. What I eat don't make you shit. That's just how I feel, me personally. That may not be for you. I wish I'd have been moving like that because I got all these goddamn sisters that deal with all these fuck niggas. These wannabe gangsters and tough dudes. That's another reason why I be looking down on like the streets and street niggas, because when I see the type niggas my sisters all be falling for, all these wannabe street niggas, I be looking like, this shit so corny nowadays. Nigga, when we was coming up, we was real G's. People ain't know we had it on us. We was moving like real mafia, real grown men. Hold on, y'all. Let me put another disclaimer out there. None of this is real. This is all fake. This is entertainment. Don't listen to nothing I'm saying. I'm high, I'm smoking marijuana. This is all entertainment. This is a conspiracy. This is all just for YouTube. I'm playing a character. Make sure you double tap your screen. Kids, listen to your parents. Don't get in trouble. Don't break the law. Listen to your parents. Go to school. Get a good job. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of jail. But yeah, though, bro. Just got to throw that disclaimer out there. But I'm just keeping it 100. Hell yeah, though. This shit real, bro. I'd have been making sure, like, yo, fuck that. Because watch this. If you my cousin, right? Say one of y'all in the chat is my cousin, right? And you get into it with some niggas, right? Say they try to jump you. And I'm your cousin. I'm a police officer. Are you wrong because you're calling your blood family to help you? How is that your fault that your cousin is a police officer? How's that your fault? These niggas try to jump you. You call your cuz, yo, what up? They trying to jump me, bro. Blah, blah, blah. So you telling the truth. Your cuz pull up. They spin off immediately. Soon as they even see the V, they going, like, what up? What's going on? What's good? Hell yeah, I would have been a cop, nigga. All my sisters with these fuck niggas they was dealing with, I'd have been coming to beat your fucking head in, nigga. I swear for goodness. Or if you my mans and you call me and you was like, yo, bro, somebody put their hands on my daughter, one of their boyfriends, da, 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 da. Oh, you know where he live at? All right, bet I'm about to pull up over there. Like, I'm on some shit. I might get in trouble around this motherfucker, okay? Because I'm doing it with the body cam on. I'm coming to press you. Like, what's going on with you, bro? You know it's going to be one of these young punks thinking they the toughest and biggest and baddest. Like, no, 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 no. Let me see your fucking hands. Don't put your hands. Don't move your hands nowhere fucking crazy, nigga. Don't move your hands nowhere crazy. Fuck wrong with you? Deadass, I ain't fucking playing with you. Don't, no, 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 no. Don't move your hands nowhere crazy. What's up with you, though? I be running down on shit immediately. What? And I'm gonna have witnesses to make sure so I don't overdo it and get in trouble, lose my job. But immediately pressing shit. Hell yeah, I would have been moving way different, bro. In a legal way. I would have been moving way different. All my little cousins and nieces that be dealing with all these fuck ass wannabe gangsters, and I'm always hearing about, oh, he did this and he was popping it. What? I'm pulling up, smacking the shit out one of these niggas low key. Purposely been up and getting into it with one of these fuck niggas. On body cam, smack the shit out one of these little niggas. Dead ass. These little niggas think they so. You little niggas, I ain't even gonna say that. Because some of these little niggas is like that. Let me not get too beside myself. A lot of them is. But some of y'all not too, though. Some of y'all don't be being yourself, though. For real, for real. Hell yeah. I'd have been running down on all these bullshit ass niggas. Oh yeah, I'd have been running down. Oh yeah, that's a fact. YouTube be on some bullshit sometimes. But nah, that was the whole moral of the story, though. That's why I was gonna talk about that shit that happened the other day. I was sitting, I'm like, maybe I should just wait to talk about that shit because that shit was really on my mind. Like, I really couldn't believe he still had the audacity to see me. That's how I know he had to been high, or it's just because it was fire back and it was dark. Because that don't happen to me. Like, nigga, you pressing me? Let's just be honest, bro. Man, I mean, I'm not even going to talk about that type of stuff. I don't glorify that type of violent shit, for real, for real. Like, bro, go ahead somewhere, bro. I'm sparing you, bro. Leave me alone, bro. For real, bro. I don't want to hurt your stupid ass, for real, for real. I don't get nothing out of that. I know I'm going to win. I'm going to lean your shit, nigga. I swear to God. You don't even understand. It's like, this is why, yo, bro. This is why, like, you're talking to somebody that literally trained with UFC fighter. Coach Felipe Silva from Brazil. Whole UFC fighter live up the street from me. You talking to somebody that trained with a UFC fighter. You walking up pressing me. I'm like, wait, what? Like, you pressing me? You not pressing me, bro. Once that nigga got up close, because, bro, my energy, my adrenaline already started pumping, bro. I'm telling you. I'm already feeling them deep breaths and breathing and loosening up. I'm like, hold on. What? I swear to God. Because the way when I got a little close to him, I'm talking to him, I'm already picturing it. I'm looking at his skinny ass legs and his body frame, how much he weigh. I'm like, me with my weight and my type of speed that I can move, me going at his legs and lifting this nigga in the air, I'm gonna hurt this nigga. I'm gonna literally turn into motherfucking Khabib. I'm gonna turn it to Kamzat. Real talk, I'm gonna turn it to nigga Islam Makhachev. Because I'm gonna slam this bullshit out you. You a little nigga. You're not prepared to try to wrestle with me, little ass boy. You niggas is little niggas. You talking about? Have you ever done jujitsu? Are you used to wrestling? Are you done wrestling? Have you ever, like, you're not even equipped? That's why I was looking as I walked up. It's like some anime shit, like on some Naruto shit. That's like one of these. That's like Sasuke when he was a kid trying to fight Itachi. Sasuke had to wait till he was grown. Like, that's the wrong thing you want to do. You sure? Like, it's like I'm like Naruto. I'm like a part of the Akatsuki. Real talk. You're like a regular baby ass ninja that's like a teenager compared to me. Like, you sure? You gonna fight me? You pressing me? No, you not. Go ahead somewhere. That's the best thing you could do. Because that's what you not gonna do. Put your damn hands on me. So when I left and shit, right? I'm in the car with my sister, right? They call my phone. They like, come back, bruh. I'm like, what happened? What's going on? They're like, as soon as you left, they just jumped the homie. I'm like, who? They're like, I'm like, who? They're like, all them dudes at the car that was trying to press you. Come back. I got off the phone. I'm like, hold on. I'm not sliding back. They ain't jumped me. I'm not saying that to be cocky or arrogant. I leave shit to the most high because the shit that I do, I try to tell a lot of YNs, don't do what I do. There's a lot of niggas that did what I did, no longer alive. I leave everything up to God because I be knowing shit is risky. I just don't be giving a fuck when it's time when it's just that. Because it be on some shit like once it's life or death, I know how to go into a certain mode. I'm telling you, I know how to compartmentalize emotions and the way that I move way different. I know how to tap into a different focus and a different consciousness. Because I'm telling you, I take violence, fighting, all that stuff very seriously. I don't know about none of y'all. I know how to go from so what? Real talk. I think every man innately got that switch in them though. It's good that you gave a pass. You should always de-escalate if possible. Nothing is not even for real. That's why I had to practice what I preached though at that moment. Because I be telling y'all on YouTube to leave shit alone. Don't do this, don't do that. I had to practice what the fuck I preach at that moment. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had to practice what the fuck I preach. Or I was gonna look like a hypocrite at that very moment. Because I'm telling you, when I got up close to him, bro, and I seen it, and I ain't gonna lie, bro, I don't take advantage of people. I could low-key see he was scared. I'm not trying to be funny, but bro, you gotta understand I'm massive. Man, I know at my size, niggas will try to shoot me too. I have to think about this. When you're me and Noel size, we can't just be overly too wild like when we was skinny. Niggas will start blowing. And niggas, I'm not fighting that big nigga about to get embarrassed and laid out in front of everybody, in front of all these women. Hell no. This big ass nigga just knocking niggas, I'm gonna shoot this nigga. I understand that. So nowadays I be on some stuff like, yo, bro, what? Bro, chill out, bro. Just niggas see me and be saying like, hold on, this nigga sized up though. Like he's being firm and standing his ground and being stern, but he not being overly aggressive. So niggas respect it. My sister like, do not go back. You already been on some chill shit. You just got for papers. Do not go back. I got a bad feeling. You gonna end up getting a rock and she's like, I know you. You gonna end up taking it too far and doing something out there. She was like, you gotta think about shit. Do not go back. You just got off of papers. Hell nah. My little sister a gangster. She's my younger sister. The youngest one. She my nephew's father. She like, don't go back. Hell nah. I'm like, I'm not. We out. Fuck that. Hell nah. I'm like, shit, they ain't jump me. I'm not trying to be funny or cocky. That's why I tell my niggas on YouTube, because you never know. You saw y'all be talking to me. Like, what if I didn't have a certain type of training already, a certain type of consciousness? I mean, y'all can see me on YouTube that I could have fell victim. And next, y'all have been seeing me on here. Then they're in a hospital or could have been worse. You never know when it's going to go down. But yes, y'all just be sitting back cool and laughing in a good mood because I'm prepared for some situations to rise. Like, what's going on? What's up? Like, what up, bro? Like, dead ass, though. Because, like, you're not pressing me, especially out of everybody you pick me. Why you feel comfortable even feeling like you can even address me? You must be high. You must be drinking. I'm telling y'all, giving y'all a real comparison because they used to call me Baby Tyson at this one gym. You trying to run up to me is like somebody back then trying to fight Prime Mike Tyson when he was 19, 20. You're a civilian trying to literally go at somebody that didn't use PEDs and is a fighter. Yo, are y'all hearing me? Is you cool? Bro, go. I'm telling you, you better stop it. You a nice guy, bro. Be yourself. Stop it. What you doing? You trying to prove something. You've been hurt in life or something. You seen somebody act like that. That ain't really you. Because when you came across one of them real ones, I'm telling you, he turned it down with me. So I'm like, what's up, bro? I said it multiple times in front of everybody. And he seen the way I was saying what's up. So I'm holding my pants. I'm like, but what's up, though? I'm like, because niggas, like, pressing me. I don't got shit to do with nothing. I'm just leaving. Like, what's up with niggas, though? And I got the beater on with the little hoochie daddy shorts. That's what the bitches would call these. Like, what's up, though, bro? I'm getting animated too, low key, because now I'm ready to fight those. I feel like you're pressing me, you comfortable. Like on some G. I'm like, hold on, bro. Because I ain't bother nobody. It's my people's house. I just came to get some food. I don't know y'all fools. Y'all not my ops. I don't believe in getting into it, niggas. That's not my opposition. How old are we? Are we 15 years old? I personally feel like if you even try to fight with me as a grown man, I got the right to try to kill your ass. I don't know you. You're not my brother or my cousin that's be trying to get into it with me. You are a stranger in the streets. I will lay you the fuck out. I don't know you, nigga. What the hell? The unfortunate reason why I will fight a lot of niggas because I know my hands are literally like a weapon and I'm going to put you to sleep, though. I guarantee it, though. I'm not a regular civilian. If I hit you square in your jaw, you're going out. It takes 5 pounds of pressure. Remember that, y'all. It don't take a lot for somebody to go out. That's it. Y'all lift more weights than that. Y'all lift more pressure and weights than that. Once you learn how to move, how to use that power, though, with the speed and the pressure points and the velocity and all that shit, and how to actually get the knockout, that shit ain't about nothing, nigga. I promise you. Once you learn the secret, because that boy was gonna go right to sleep. I didn't even have my MMA coach at the gym tell me to stop hitting the punching bag too goddamn hard. Real talk. He was like, stop hitting the punching bag. So, matter of fact, I don't want you to keep hitting the punching bag. Oh, you good on that. I want you to start coming to class. He literally just told me that when I seen him the other day when I was doing calisthenics at the park. That's why I fuck with Coach Felipe Silva. He's like, you a good fighter. You don't have to keep worrying about the punching bag, bro. You know how to fight. Just come to class now. Worry about your skills now. I'm like, word? I ain't think about that. He was like, my personal advice to you, just start coming to class more and get you a bike and start riding like 30 miles every couple of days for your cardio. That's just a different form of your cardio. This is coming from a UFC fighter. It's my boy. Because he been watching me for over a year, but knowing him like 2 years now. He be seeing me hitting the punch bag. He's like, you're good on that. You just need to worry about your skills now. Forget the punching bag now. Fuck that shit. Because sometimes, last couple months I've been slacking, like missing class a couple times though. But just the last 6 or 7 months, I was just consistent every day. Real talk. That's what I told you. I was looking at homie like, bro, I'm thinking about so many different ways I could defeat you. Please leave me alone. I don't do shit like this with regular people no more, bro. I'm grown as hell now. Like, real, on some G shit. I don't have nothing to prove. I'm not living by this ego. I don't want to fight you, but if I will, I would knock you the fuck out. I don't want to, though. I don't want no problems. I don't want no beef, but I will beat your ass. That's the type of time I'm on. Please don't force my hand. Please don't try to put your hands on me. I just don't want you to harm me. We good. That's why he was like, oh, you good, bro? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm good, for sure. Like, what up? Like, all right, y'all, da-da-da. And I walked off, continued to leave. Because my sister was right there watching the whole thing in the parking lot. You think you about to bitch me in front of my baby sister? I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, wait. Come on. Nah, bro. This ain't what you want to do. I'm telling you. And I'm not even just I'm not even just saying that. This is not what you want to do, bro. I might literally kill you, bro. Like dead ass. The heaviest, like they got a super heavy bag. That one of John Jones fighters that's undefeated trained there. He one of the only ones that be able to really lift that shit and move that shit. Besides him, I'm one of the only ones that be just moving that shit without literally be punching. I was doing it on TikTok. Literally punching that shit, moving that shit to the point where the one time when I was punching the nigga, the staff up front came from, they was all the way up front at the desk, came all the way around the corner, was watching me, looking. It was like, what the f? Because usually people is not really taking off on that shit like that. But I know that I learned, that the punching bag help you get used to that impact and how to direct that. Like you start learning the secret. It's not just about punching. You start learning how to direct that impact and that force from a certain speed and the velocity and a certain way you snap your shoulder and you lean into, like when you start getting into the science of this shit. That's why I was saying earlier, it's a thinking game. You start moving different. And I told you this before. I learned this. When it come to knocking niggas out, when you hit a nigga, you drive their jaw. You direct it. You want to snap their neck. That's why I tell you can almost kill niggas. But the object is you want their head to snap. Because when they brain shake and rattle, that's what caused the knockout. That's what caused the concussion. And that brain fluid move and bounce around and hit the skull and shit. So I know things like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what? Stop it. You don't know who you playing with. That ain't cool. Sit your ass down. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want no smoke with you niggas. I be in my own lane doing me, vibing, listening to music, making content nowadays. I'm a content creator. You niggas can have the street. You bitch ass, it's like you bitch ass niggas is mad at me because I'm out the street. That's the vibe of me. That's why I gotta stay the fuck out the trenches, matter of fact. How about that? After that shit just happened, I was really just sitting back thinking, because I'm like, yo, knowing me, like, because, bro, I can't, because I know my consciousness. For real. Like, because I'm thinking about, like, the old me. Once again, this is all entertainment. This is fake. I'm talking about in GTA. The old me in GTA be thinking, like, I should go back over there and up blick on you and blow at your stupid ass. Who the fuck is you talking to? People, like, stop that, bro. Because you playing. If you're not really ready to take it all the way there, you shouldn't say nothing to nobody. That's why I be trying to explain to people. If you're not ready to take it to life or death, leave it alone. Leave people alone, because this shit don't be worth it. I'm 97% sure, and 97% of the time it don't be worth it. It's your ego. Leave it alone. It's not, half the time that shit don't be worth none of that. Like, cause all that saying shit to a nigga, bro, I'm telling you, shit like that'll get you patched. Like, bro, what? Bro, I wish you would have been saying this in 2023 or 24, bro. Or 22, 21, 20. You would have been surprised, bro. You'd have then got you and both your niggas patched, trying to show off, because you playing out here. And you not really on that for real. Do you know where we at? We're in Buffalo, New York. Are you crazy, bro? You can get patched like that. That's why I'm so glad I'm out that life. Like, let me just stay a fuck away from the trenches and keep them being a content creator. Fuck that shit. Dead ass. These niggas here are stupid, bro. Bro, I don't be trying to get into what these little niggas here. Like, I don't already, come on, young Curtier. I already know. That's why this be on some shit like, you got it, bro. Because I would have had somebody record. Like, if I really would have been on some hot head shit when I was young, y'all gotta understand, I just got off of papers. I don't want to get in trouble no more. That shit was annoying and stressful. That shit stressed me out. I don't want to go through that no more. I'm telling y'all, I did that shit. Hell no, bro. I ain't trying to do that shit again. That's what low-key I was thinking about too. Like, man, you got it. Get your lame ass on. Don't think you put no fear in my, because I ain't feel nothing though. I was definitely on go. I was on point. And I had just drunk like 2 or 3 Red Bulls that day. Nigga, I was already fake zooted. I don't think people understand that Weed and shit, nigga, I be trying to tell you, that shit don't do shit for me like it did when I was a kid, nigga. This shit nowadays is fake. It seems like it's all CBD anyway. Nigga, this shit is like I'm smoking a vape. What the fuck, nigga? Yup, 3. This shit is like I'm smoking a vape, nigga. This shit is like smoking a cigarette. And they keep saying, oh, this is the top gas in the city. I don't feel shit. I use this shit to help me keep up with my eating nowadays. I use it on some bodybuilding shit like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I can help me with my eating because I'm trying to put on a little bit more size, a little bit more muscle mass. This shit don't be like, oh my God, I'm so high. Let me sleep. Where the bitches? Like, that's buster shit, bro. But it affects everybody differently. I understand. I did this shit for years while bodybuilding, taking extreme levels of PEDs. It was a point in time I abused PEDs. And that's just me being honest. It's a point in time where I was blasting testosterone, blasting SARMs, and other drugs. This is a fact. I don't know how I'm still alive, to be honest with y'all, now that I'm older. I keep it real with people. These other bodybuilders and athletes be faking. It's a point in time where I abuse a PED, so to be honest, I had to smoke to offset that so I don't feel the roid rage or none of that bullshit. 'Cause I had moments where for like 4 weeks straight, sometimes it'd be 6 weeks straight where I was just blast. I couldn't really go past 6 weeks, because by week 6, you'd be feeling just like, ugh. For real. That shit can start to change you. You have to be, once again, cognitive of that because you're technically under the influence of these performance-enhancing drugs. These are drugs that are not FDA approved. A lot of them are not for human consumption. And even the ones even when you look at certain cases of people who have used these PEDs, you see so many stories of people losing their life. So it's always a gamble. It's always dangerous. So I've used abusive dosages. And I can tell you for a fact, by the time you get to week 6, though, that's when it really kick in. I ain't gonna be telling these niggas how to cycle, though. Let me not dive into that. Because I'm not trying to make it up. I'm trying to teach these people how to cycle, but I'm just being real with you. That's when you're really supposed to turn up. Nigga, you literally be high off that shit. That's why they say with great highs come super lows, because your testosterone be at super physiological levels that it was not naturally on. So you're now experiencing the thoughts of a man that has these super high levels of testosterone. But these thoughts can also not be real. These are not natural human emotions because you don't regularly feel like this. This is because you are on PEDs. It's not really your thoughts. See how cognitive you got to be? This is why when I be seeing these teenagers, right, using gear on this, and I know that they don't fucking know this. They don't know what the fuck they doing. Like, you're going to ruin your life. You don't even know what the fuck you doing. You young as hell. Sitting here trying to play in this field. You don't know what you're doing. Nigga, you better sit your young ass down, bro. You're not aware of these type of things at your age. And you don't know how to combat this shit at your age. I think I used to be looking at so many dudes that was blasting this shit, and these dudes be going crazy, losing their minds, turning their cycle, having all these cycles. I had moments where I was blasting. I knew I had to offset it. I'm like, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah. Nope. For real. I never do that shit. Again, now that I got more knowledge about how dangerous that shit is, but I had a couple moments where, yeah, that's when I started to look fake too. I remember that shit, like when it got super crazy, 2021. That's when I was just bench pressing 315 for 8 to 10 reps, no spotter, like it's just nothing. Put my feet up on the bench, been getting up doing mad wide pull-ups. I do the super wide pull-ups, shoulder width apart pull-ups, then basically the chin-ups, then the dips, then the push-ups, then take a break. And this was just a fucking warm-up. I'm telling you. Once that shit start kicking in, bro, I'm telling you, it'd be some super soldier shit. That's why they make that shit illegal. That's why they ban that shit. It take weeks to saturate in your bloodline. People don't understand that. That's why a lot of people use shit and be like, oh, it's fake, it don't work. They don't understand it's a certain time period where you got to use it to be able to reap the benefits. But this is why these dudes, once they stay on for a very long, prolonged time, they don't want to get off because they keep seeing more and more benefits, but they don't know they're getting more and more side effects to the point where they might die. Nigga. The longer you stay on, the more you see the benefits from it. But people don't be realizing the more it's draining your health and your life. That's why it's like that shit, you got to know how to dibble and dabble with it. That's why they have on and off seasons. You got to know when to come on and then when to stay off. Come on, stay off. You can't do that shit forever on long term, nigga. And people don't understand this. Just take this for what it's worth. Once you enhance yourself one time, you're never the same. You're changed for the rest of your life. That's why they call it the dark side. It's like a vampire. Your physique, you have an advantage, whether people tell you or not. You're always going to look like you on gear if you got the genetics for it. Because you understand muscle memory. Your body's like like your mind, right? Your body's like a superhuman computer. It's like a memory card. Once it's stored in a database, it's there forever. You can always re-achieve that shit. Now, it may not be all the way, but you'll always have this very different look that stand out to you where people be like, is he natty or not? That's what a lot of these fake natties do. They have one moment in their life where they hop on some PED, whether it's gear or peptides or SIRMs or prohormones, and they blast them or test at high milligrams and drastically change their physique and just hop off for a couple years. So then by the time you do their blood work look number because they had look normal. They had time to let their shit regulate. They just hopped on the cycle before and just been off for a year or two. That's how they get away with it. That's the secret to the industry that they don't want people to know. Remember I was telling y'all you could fake blood work and shit? That's how. What the fuck? If I did a super crazy SIRM cycle and testosterone cycle in 2021, right? And then I just hopped off everything ever since. You think my blood work gonna show that I did that before? No, everything is regulated now. But if you caught the person right afterwards and you got their blood work done, then you'll be able to see. That's why a lot of times they'll be prolonging it and keep on pushing it off when people want to see their blood work. Then a year or two later, they'll upload it. See, I told you guys, I'm natty. Everybody know that in the industry. That's what they do. That's been what they did. That's been what they did. Everybody know that. But yeah, I don't be taking these dudes in this city too serious, bro, for real, for real. These dudes is characters, bro. These dudes thinking small time. They want to fight and all this other shit. They be wanting to beat. That's broke people shit. Like, I know how to fight. I'm looking at it like that shit is a sport that you get paid off. If you just trying to be out here just fighting niggas for free, nowadays you tripping. Get the fuck out of here. Like, nigga, if you don't go find something to do, bro, grow up. Trying to pick a fight with a strange. Like, I'll be honestly feeling like it's something else going on. Like, it's some strange shit. Like, these niggas be attracted to me and like me. But so they get mad at me and want to fight me. It be some weird sissy shit. I'm dead ass. So I be looking at niggas like, if only you understood, nigga, I'm really a G. What is your problem, nigga? Is you insecure? Is you sweet? You acting weird, bro. Acting like you attracted to me, so now you want to fight. You got some weird, goofy shit going on. Don't let this bodybuilding shit get to you, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? I ain't these regular bodybuilders. I might the nigga Mack Truck. Mack Truck still a G. Nigga, these other bodybuilders, I don't know what they got going on. Easy bodybuilder. Because I understood that these super strong, powerful drugs can kill you. So that's why I never went super crazy with it. Because I understand if you blasted for 12 weeks, 18 weeks, 24 weeks, you start to get more and more benefits. You start to look crazier and crazier and crazier and start to get more and more side effects, abuse your body and your organs more and more, and increase your chance of dying more and more. Nigga. So it's just about how bad do you want it. Just because you see somebody with a bunch of muscle don't mean they're healthy. That's why you got to know how to go on, come off, go on, come off. Because every time you have moments where you go on a little longer and get a little bit more size, nigga, that shit's storing your DNA, nigga. You can always low-key get that shit back super easy and don't have to do nowhere near as crazy, super high doses to get it. See, I'm literally giving y'all secrets to bodybuilding that the industry know. So that's how you have some dudes like, oh, I wasn't using high amounts. A lot of them are telling the truth. Y'all like, nah, they lying. Ronnie and them lying because they could have a moment where they blast super high doses, right, and got super big. And now they got that muscle memory. And now when they just using regular doses, it's easy to obtain that size. This is a real fact. That's how powerful your DNA is. It's muscle memory. You could re-achieve it super easy now. Real talk. The way that I was looking on SARMs back in the day, I can achieve that by just using creatine. These are the secrets. This is going over your head. These is real deal secrets. Some of y'all better write this shit down. Yeah, it's always real easy to re-achieve. That's the technique. I'm giving y'all some real pro tips that a lot of people don't know. This is a fact. So when they be saying, "Oh, I'm not using that wasn't using high doses," they're not necessarily lying. If they blasted for like 12 weeks straight, 18 weeks straight, and they got super big and super strong, and then they come off, they might not look how they did 100%. Though if they can maintain 60% of their gains, 40% of their gains, if they're using a good amount of test as a base. Test is always your base, and then they're using some other things, and they may add a couple SARMs or something. And they could really be at a low dose. He might be on 500 milligrams of test now, which is a lot. But some people be blasting 1,500, 2,500, 3,000. So you got to take it for what it's worth. And you gotta really sit back and try to monitor and look at them. Like, okay, he been blasting that type of high doses for years, and he's still alive. He all right. I might be good off this 500. This niggas doing this, and they just using other drugs, because when you understand how these other drugs just make you retain water, just like these PEDs do. If he on other shit like arginine, citrulline, say he using both and creatine and he already on testosterone, which makes you retain water, and then he on these other SARMs that also make you retain water and put on mass, and he might be on a few other things. Maybe he's just on some Anavar. Anavar not that too toxic on your liver, especially the oral. And just one other mild dose of a steroid, he could definitely maintain some size. He gonna look like an animal. He not gonna look like he did 100%, but he gonna maintain like 40% of gains when he was on that cycle, on 60% of gains, and still look like an animal. And each time it go up more and more and more. Each time you'll look a little bit more like it. Each time you hop off your cycle and just have a couple moments where you just maintain. That's what it's called. Like Coach Greg say, main gaining. That's what he be talking about. They speak in a coded language. When you come off cycle, like Lee Priest used to do that. He used to come off cycle and be big as hell still. Dorian Yates, Rodney Coleman. You could tell when they off. They still be dieting, still be training. They still using something. They still at least using tests, and they still be having size. This is the truth. Then they be having months where they just using tests, and they still big. Then they have some months where they not blasting super high doses, and they still maintain the size. Because once it's in your DNA, it's like a genetic code. It's there. That's why it was so easy for me to transform. I don't think people just realize how quick I just transformed in front of their face within the last 60 days. I'm way bigger than 2020. People just don't see me in person. They just see me over here. Later tonight, I might show y'all that video. I think I showed y'all that before when I was on a train. I took that damn video of me, nigga. You can see how massive I really was. Then you could really see it. I'm like, what? Nigga, I look like how I was when I was blasting them signs when I'm still. That's why people be thinking right now, oh, he gotta be on gear. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's because once you done changed your DNA, I'm telling you, that shit alters you. Because when I went to get my blood work done a couple years ago, and I wasn't even on nothing, the doctor kept asking me, I was just on creatine. Like, what steroids you want? I'm like, I don't know steroids. She's like, but your blood work says different. You have the blood work as somebody that uses steroids. Like, he said something about the blood, like the blood cells be mutated, they be different. How when you use enhancements, they be mutated so you can absorb more oxygen and all this. Like, he was breaking it down, like showing me, like talking to me about it. And I'm like, damn, he low-key smart, because I had moments where I definitely used some PEDs, but shit, back then it was even PEDs in the testosterone boosters, and we didn't know, unfortunately, nigga. It's not our fault, bro. We got hooked. It was not voluntarily. It was not our fault. Even a legitimate over-the-counter at GMC FDA-approved company supplements, the testosterone boosters back then ended up getting hit. And they had to change it and take the ingredients. They said it was illegal because they was having illegal steroids in their testosterone boosters. This is a fact. You can look this shit up. Certain companies, bro. And we was just using it back then, young. We ain't know that these shits had roids in it. We just using it, vibing. You feel me? Real talk. Whole time these boys was putting roids in that shit. They don't tell you that though. It's not some of our fault. They tried to fuck us over, nigga. They was putting roids in that shit. Them testosterone boosters back then was stronger. A lot of y'all too young to remember. Them shits was way stronger. A lot of y'all too young to remember. Man, them shits was way stronger. Fuck out of here. These shits nowadays ain't nothing compared to them shits back in the day. Because they made them weaker. A lot of them companies got hit. And they got caught. That shit was happening back to back to them. Randomly. I'm like, damn, everybody getting hit? Damn. And one of the companies confirmed it to me. Cellucor did. They confirmed it to me that they testosterone boosters, they had to weaken it. The FDA said that it had some unapproved, quote-unquote, steroids, milder version of steroids that was in it. I'm like, I knew I wasn't tripping, because them shits used to feel them shits instantly. I'm dead ass, bro. Them shits, what? A lot of people don't understand, bro. And I'm saying that to say this. You see this picture, right? I look bigger than what I looked in 2020. It's muscle memory. That shit stick with you, bro. Back when Muscle Tech had the silver bottle with the black and red, they had 100%. 100%. You ain't never lied. 100%. You ain't never lied. 1,000%. I know what you're talking about because I used them before. Them shits were strong as hell. 1,000%. I remember that shit. I'm about to, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to go do this round 2 real quick, right? Some of y'all haven't even did round 1 because the sun is going down. I'm about to go do this round 2 real quick. I might try to record it while it's dark. I ain't gonna lie. And I might get on when I get back. I'm about to go do this round 2 real quick though, y'all. I went way earlier. I took a nap afterwards. I went and ran some errands. I'm working on something right now. Watch when y'all see what I'm done working on. I'm telling you, I'm on shit. I'm telling y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I learned something from 607 Unc when he was talking about the money that you make off of your social media, whatever, to look at it as a business and reinvest in yourself. That's been a game changer for me so far. That's all I'm gonna say. When y'all see what I'm working on, I'm not gonna speak on it just like when I said I wasn't gonna speak on the books. I just waited till it was done. When I tell y'all we going up, y'all gonna be like, yo, this dude, he on some different type timing, y'all. He on some different type timing. Watch when y'all see it, bro. I'm gonna sit here and think about it while I'm working out to use the law of attraction, speaking into existence, visualize it, because I really want it to come into fruition, just like I did with the books. So we just gonna be patient right now, but when y'all see what's going on, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna let y'all down. I'm on some different type of stuff, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna let y'all down, bro. I'm on some different type timing. I'm about to go do this 2 a day, though. Real quick, though, nothing crazy. We about to do this real quick. We probably gonna do 20 down, real quick. 20 down. This the second workout. I might realistically only be able to do like 13 sets. That's the most I ever did on the second workout. To be honest with y'all. Realistically, but we aiming for 20. I'm probably only gonna get like 13. But the second workout.